Your soulmate wants to share good news. Don't wait anymore, don't scroll, listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because something powerful is moving behind the scenes of your life and you didn't land here by accident, you were guided here, pulled here, gently but intentionally placed in this exact moment to hear these words, and I need you to breathe for a second and really take this in, because your soulmate energy is getting louder, stronger, closer, and the universe is lining things up in ways you can't fully see yet, but your spirit already feels it, that tight feeling in your chest, that warmth in your stomach, that sudden emotional wave that comes out of nowhere. That's not random, that's activation, that's alignment, that's your soul recognizing that a divine shift is happening. Don't scroll, stay with me, because this message is for you, especially if you've been seeing angel numbers like 11, 222, 333, or waking up at strange hours thinking about love, connection, or someone specific. Those are signs, not coincidences. Those are gentle taps from the universe saying, get ready, because your soulmate has been carrying good news in their heart, news they've been scared to share, news they've been waiting to deliver at the right moment, and that waiting season is ending now. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The delays you experienced weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every heartbreak, every letdown, every almost love trained your spirit to recognize the real thing when it arrives, and right now you're stepping into a new vibration, a higher frequency, a season where love doesn't have to hurt to be deep, where connection doesn't have to be confusing to be real, and your soulmate is feeling this shift too. Even if they don't have the words yet, they feel pulled toward you, thinking about you more often, dreaming about you, sensing your energy. When they least expect it, don't scroll, listen to this, because the universe is orchestrating a moment, a conversation, a message, a meeting that's going to feel surreal when it happens, like time slows down and your heart recognizes home. And here's what you need to hear right now. Your soulmate wants to tell you something important, something healing, something that changes the direction of your connection, and when it comes, it won't be loud and chaotic, it will feel calm, clear, and honest. It will feel like relief washing over your spirit, like finally exhaling after holding your breath for too long. This message is for you, especially if you've been feeling tired emotionally, like you've been carrying hope and disappointment at the same time. The universe sees that, your angels see that, and they're stepping in now to realign your love path. Don't scroll, because this part matters. The reason you've felt restless lately is because your soul is preparing to receive something new, something aligned, something real, and you don't need to chase it, you don't need to force it, you just need to stay open, stay soft, stay receptive, because divine timing is already moving, and I'm telling you, the signs are increasing for a reason. Random songs about love, sudden memories, repeating numbers, unexpected emotions, those are breadcrumbs guiding you closer to your soulmate connection. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Your love story isn't delayed. It's being protected from the wrong timing, the wrong energy, the wrong version of you, and now that you've grown, healed, and awakened spiritually, you're ready to meet this next chapter with clarity instead of confusion, with peace instead of fear. And here's the cliffhanger moment, because this next part is powerful. There's a choice coming. A moment where you'll feel the urge to either close your heart out of old pain or open it in faith, and the universe is watching how you respond, because what you choose in that moment determines how fast your soulmate steps forward. Don't scroll, stay here. This message is for you. You were meant to hear this right now, because the good news your soulmate wants to share isn't just about romance, it's about partnership, growth, stability, and emotional safety. It's about finally building something real instead of surviving emotional cycles, and when it arrives, you'll know. Because it won't bring anxiety, it will bring peace. It won't bring confusion, it will bring clarity, and your heart will whisper, "This is it, listen to this." Your heart needs this right now. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, you are not invisible to the universe. You are being prepared for something beautiful, something aligned, something divinely timed, and the fact that you're still here listening means your spirit is already saying yes. So stay open, stay present, stay trusting, because part 2 of this message is about what you must do next to activate this soulmate connection fully, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Don't scroll. Stay right here, because what's unfolding now is meant to reach you at this exact moment, and if your chest suddenly feels warm or your mind goes quiet, that's your inner guidance tuning in, reminding you that you didn't stumble into this message by chance. You were guided here, pulled here by timing you can't see but can definitely feel, and this message is for you, especially if you've been sensing a shift in your emotional world lately. Like something old is fading and something new is getting ready to rise. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The season you're stepping into isn't about waiting in silence anymore, it's about alignment, preparation, and becoming ready to receive what has already been prepared for you. Because love doesn't arrive when you beg for it, it arrives when your energy finally matches what you've been asking for. And that's exactly what's happening inside you right now. Even if you haven't fully realized it yet, you've been releasing old habits, letting go of emotional clutter, learning to choose peace over chaos, and unknowingly upgrading your vibration, and the universe always responds to that shift, which is why synchronicities have been surrounding you lately, unexpected encounters, meaningful dreams, random songs that seem to speak directly to your situation, and repeating number patterns like 777 and 888 showing up in subtle ways. Those aren't coincidences, they're signals, markers letting you know you're crossing into a new phase. Don't scroll, because this part is important. The good news your soulmate wants to share isn't just about feelings, it's about intention, commitment, and direction. This connection isn't built on fleeting attraction, it's being shaped around stability, growth, and emotional safety, and the delay you experienced wasn't rejection, it was protection. Both of you needed time apart to evolve into versions of yourselves that could actually sustain this bond, otherwise it would have collapsed under unresolved wounds, and now that healing has taken place, things are shifting fast behind the scenes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is arranging circumstances, conversations, and timing in ways you can't fully predict, but you'll recognize the moment when it arrives, because it will feel calm, steady, and clear instead of chaotic or confusing. You won't feel the need to overthink every word or action, you'll simply know something real is unfolding. Don't scroll, stay with me, because there's a key lesson you're being asked to embrace right now, and that lesson is surrender, not giving up, but letting go of control, releasing the urge to micromanage how things should happen, trusting that what's meant for you will arrive without force, and the moment you loosen your grip, energy starts moving freely again, creating space for your soulmate to step forward naturally. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The next interaction you experience with this person will carry a different tone than anything before. There will be maturity in their presence, honesty in their expression, and a sense of readiness that wasn't there in the past, and you'll feel it instantly, not in your head, but in your gut, in your intuition, in that quiet inner voice that says, pay attention, don't scroll, because you also have a role to play in this moment. You're being prepared to respond differently, not from fear of abandonment, not from old emotional scars, but from confidence, self-respect, and clarity about what you deserve, and that internal shift changes everything. It sets a new standard for how love shows up in your life. This message is for you, because you're entering a season where relationships stop draining you and start nourishing you, where communication feels supportive instead of stressful, where consistency becomes normal instead of rare. And that's a powerful upgrade. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are not behind schedule, you are not late to your destiny. Everything unfolded in this order for a reason, to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for what's coming next. And here's the moment of suspense, because the next step requires courage, the courage to stay open even when the past taught you to close off, the courage to believe again even after disappointment, and the courage to receive without guilt or self-doubt. And when you choose that bravery, the universe responds. By speeding things up, opportunities begin aligning, timing becomes smoother, and what once felt distant suddenly feels close. Don't scroll, stay here, because you're closer than you think to hearing the good news your soulmate wants to share, closer than you think to stepping into the connection you've been quietly hoping for. And if you keep your energy grounded, your intentions clear, and your heart open, you'll recognize the signs when they appear. And you'll know deep down that this chapter isn't starting by accident, it's starting by design, guided by timing greater than both of you, and this is only the beginning of what's about to unfold. Don't scroll. Pause right here, because this moment carries weight, and if you're still listening, it's not random, it's intentional. It's your intuition pulling you closer to something meaningful, and this message is for you, especially if you've been feeling a quiet anticipation lately, like something important is approaching even though you can't see it yet. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been sending subtle signals that a turning point is near, not loud announcements, but gentle nudges, inner sensations, small patterns that keep repeating until you finally notice them, and those signals are preparing you for the exact moment your soulmate energy aligns with yours in real time, not just spiritually, but physically, emotionally, and mentally. And that alignment doesn't happen by accident. It happens when both souls reach the same frequency of growth, healing, and readiness. And that's the stage you're stepping into now. Even if it feels unfamiliar, don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. There will be specific signs that appear right before this connection activates, and once you know what to look for, you'll recognize them instantly. One of the first signs is emotional clarity. Suddenly things that once confused you won't carry the same weight. You'll stop questioning your worth, stop replaying old conversations, stop chasing explanations that never brought peace. And instead you'll feel grounded, steady, and centered. That internal calm is a signal that your energy is stabilizing, making space for something new to enter. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign is sudden bursts of inspiration, new goals, creative ideas, or motivation to improve your life, whether it's your routine, your space, your health, or your mindset. That drive is your spirit preparing the environment for love to grow. Because aligned relationships thrive in aligned lives, and the universe doesn't bring soul connections into chaotic foundations, it waits until stability begins forming. Don't scroll, stay with me, because you may also experience unusual synchronicities, like running into people connected to your past, hearing your soulmate's name unexpectedly, or encountering situations that remind you of what you truly desire. These moments aren't meant to confuse you, they're meant to remind you of what you're calling in, and to help you release what no longer matches the version of you that's emerging. Listen to Your heart needs this right now. There's another powerful indicator that often gets overlooked, and that's emotional detachment from outcomes. When you stop obsessing over when or how love will arrive, when you feel content even in solitude, when you stop checking your phone with anxiety and start enjoying your own presence, that's when the universe knows you're ready, because you're no longer seeking completion from another person. You're sharing fullness instead, and that changes the energy of everything. Don't scroll, because this next part is important. The activation moment itself won't feel dramatic in the way movies portray it. It will feel natural, smooth, almost effortless, like two paths quietly merging without force, and that's how you'll know it's real. There won't be emotional chaos, there won't be confusing mixed signals, there will be clarity, intention, and a sense of mutual recognition. Like both of you finally see each other fully. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice your intuition becoming stronger around this time, gut feelings getting sharper, inner guidance becoming clearer, and that's because your awareness is expanding, allowing you to navigate this connection with wisdom instead of fear. You'll be able to sense when to speak, when to pause, when to trust, and when to protect your energy. And that awareness is a gift that helps the relationship grow in a healthy direction. Don't scroll, stay here, because there's also a message about timing you need to understand. Everything unfolding now is happening in divine order, not rushed, not delayed, not misplaced. Every step is aligning to bring the right people together at the right moment, and if you try to force what's meant to flow, you create resistance. But when you move with patience and presence, things unfold naturally. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are being guided to choose authenticity, to show up as your real self, not the version shaped by past wounds or expectations, because the connection coming into your life is meant to meet the real you, not a mask, and the more honest you are with yourself, the easier it becomes for the right person to recognize you. Don't scroll, because here's the final piece of this message, and it's powerful. When these signs begin appearing, when your inner world feels lighter, when synchronicities increase, when your intuition feels stronger, that's your confirmation that your soulmate is closer than ever before, not just emotionally, but physically stepping into your reality. And the only thing you need to do now is remain open, grounded, and present, trusting that what's meant for you is already on its way. And this chapter isn't about waiting anymore, it's about receiving, aligning, and allowing love to enter your life in a way that feels safe, real, and lasting. And if you're still listening, know this. You were meant to hear this today, because your story is shifting, and what comes next is going to surprise you in the most beautiful way. Don't scroll. Stay right here for a moment, because this part carries a deeper layer, and if you're still listening, it means your awareness is opening to something greater than coincidence, something guided, something intentional, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt an inner pull to become more emotionally honest with yourself lately. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't only preparing your soulmate to step forward, it's also shaping you into the version of yourself that can fully receive what's coming without fear or self-sabotage, and that transformation doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels quiet, subtle, almost invisible, but it's powerful, because it changes the way you respond to love, opportunity, and connection. Don't scroll, because this part is important. You may notice yourself becoming more selective with who you give your energy to, less interested in shallow conversations, more drawn to meaningful exchanges, and more protective of your emotional space. That's not isolation, that's discernment, that's your spirit learning to honor its own value. And that shift is creating a clear signal that only aligned connections are welcome now. listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You're also being guided to release old emotional contracts, patterns where you overgave, overexplained, or stayed longer than you should have. Those cycles are closing because they no longer match who you're becoming, and the universe won't allow outdated dynamics to follow you into this next chapter, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Don't scroll, stay with me, because there's another sign that you're entering this phase, and it's an increase in self-awareness. You're catching yourself before reacting impulsively, pausing before responding emotionally, choosing understanding over defensiveness. And that level of emotional intelligence is exactly what creates space for a healthy soulmate connection to grow. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. There's also a subtle but powerful energetic shift happening around you. You may feel more grounded in your body, more present in daily moments, more appreciative of small joys, like sunlight through a window, a quiet morning, or a simple conversation. That presence anchors your energy, and anchored energy attracts stable love, not chaos, not emotional roller coasters. Don't scroll, because the universe is also aligning external circumstances in your favor. Behind the scenes, situations are rearranging, paths are crossing, opportunities are being created for your soulmate connection to naturally appear. You don't have to force meetings or manipulate timing. It's being orchestrated in ways that feel natural and effortless when they finally unfold. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. One of the most important lessons you're learning in this season is self-trust. Trusting your instincts, honoring your feelings, believing your inner voice instead of dismissing it, because that trust is what will guide you when the moment comes to open your heart again, and you'll know when it's time, not because of external pressure, but because it will feel right internally. Don't scroll, stay here, because there's also a message about boundaries you need to hear. You're being taught that love doesn't require sacrificing your peace, that connection doesn't mean losing yourself, and that compromise should never come at the cost of your emotional well-being. This understanding is setting the foundation for a balanced relationship, where both people give and receive equally. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice that your tolerance for disrespect, inconsistency, or emotional games is shrinking, and that's not you becoming cold, that's you becoming clear. Clarity attracts clarity, and when you no longer entertain confusion, you make room for honesty to enter your life. Don't scroll, because this stage is preparing you to recognize the difference between attraction and alignment, between excitement and stability, between temporary chemistry and lasting connection, and that awareness protects you from repeating old mistakes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't rushing this process, it's refining it, shaping it carefully so when your soulmate finally steps into your life, the connection isn't fragile, it's strong, rooted, and capable of growing through challenges instead of breaking under pressure. Don't scroll, stay present, because here's the powerful truth at the center of this message. You are becoming the person your future partner has been praying for, healing into the energy that matches the love you desire, and that transformation is already happening. Even on days when you feel tired, uncertain, or impatient, progress is still taking place. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You are not alone in this journey. You are supported by forces you can't see but can feel, guiding you gently toward the next chapter of your story. And when the moment arrives, when your soulmate steps forward, you'll look back and understand why everything unfolded the way it did, and you'll realize that this season of preparation was not a delay, it was a blessing in disguise, shaping you for something real, something deep, something meant to last. Don't scroll. Hold this moment for a second, because what you're about to hear carries a quiet power, and if you're still here, it means your inner world is opening to a deeper understanding of what's unfolding, and this message is for you, especially if you've been feeling a strange mix of anticipation and calm lately, like something meaningful is approaching without chaos or fear attached to it. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The next phase of your journey isn't about chasing love, it's about recognizing it when it appears, because what's coming toward you won't require force, begging, or constant effort. It will move with ease, mutual interest, and natural flow, and that's how you'll know this connection is different from anything you've experienced before. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You're being prepared to receive affection in a healthier way than you're used to, without questioning motives, without searching for hidden meaning, without expecting disappointment, and that shift may feel unfamiliar at first, because your nervous system has been trained by past experiences to associate intensity with connection, but real love feels steady, safe, and grounded, not chaotic or overwhelming. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You may notice yourself becoming more patient with your own emotions, allowing yourself to feel without judging or suppressing them. And that emotional acceptance is opening space for genuine intimacy. Because the more honest you are with yourself, the easier it becomes to be honest with someone else. Don't scroll, stay with me, because there's another important shift happening inside you, and that's your relationship with time. You're learning that not everything has to happen immediately, that meaningful connections develop through presence, consistency, and shared growth. And this understanding is preparing you to build something lasting instead of rushing into something temporary. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The universe is also encouraging you to reconnect with your own desires, not the ones shaped by social pressure or past expectations, but the ones that come from your authentic self. What kind of partnership do you truly want? What kind of energy do you want in your daily life? What kind of emotional environment feels nourishing to you? These questions are becoming clearer because you're finally ready to answer them honestly. Don't scroll, because clarity is a powerful magnet. When you know what you want, you stop accepting what doesn't align, and that creates space for the right person to enter without competition from misaligned connections. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You may also feel drawn to simplify your life, letting go of unnecessary drama, reducing mental clutter, organizing your physical space, or restructuring your daily habits. And that simplification isn't random, it's preparation, creating room for something new to fit comfortably into your world. Don't scroll, stay here, because there's also a subtle lesson about vulnerability you're being guided to learn. Vulnerability doesn't mean exposing yourself to harm, it means allowing yourself to be seen without hiding behind emotional walls, and that balanced openness is what allows real connection to form without sacrificing your safety. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You're also being taught to value quality over quantity, depth over surface-level attention, meaningful conversation over constant validation, and that shift is changing the way you approach relationships, helping you choose people who resonate with your values instead of just your attraction. Don't scroll, because this stage of your journey is shaping the foundation of your next connection, not just the beginning, but the long-term potential, the daily interactions, the way conflict is handled, the way support is offered, and the way growth is encouraged on both sides. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't just bringing someone into your life, it's aligning two paths that are meant to walk together, and that alignment requires both individuals to be emotionally available, self-aware, and ready to give as much as they receive, and you're stepping into that readiness now. Don't scroll, stay present, because here's the truth at the center of this message. You don't need to become perfect to deserve love. You only need to become real, honest with yourself, compassionate with your past, and open to growth, and that authenticity is what will draw your soulmate toward you effortlessly. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are closer than you think to experiencing a connection that feels supportive, respectful, and deeply fulfilling, and the preparation happening now is setting the stage for that experience to unfold naturally, without force, without fear, and without repeating old cycles. And when the moment arrives, you'll recognize it not by intensity alone, but by the peace it brings into your life, the calm it adds to your days, and the sense of alignment it creates within your heart. Don't scroll. Stay with this moment, because something subtle yet powerful is unfolding, and if you're still listening, it means your awareness is expanding beyond surface-level distractions into something deeper, something intentional, and this message is for you, especially if you've been noticing a quiet confidence building inside you lately, not loud or boastful, but steady, grounded, and calm. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is preparing you to step into a connection where you no longer feel the need to prove your worth, explain your value, or overextend yourself just to be chosen, because the energy coming into your life recognizes you without effort, sees you without struggle, and meets you where you are, and that shift alone changes the entire dynamic of love. Don't scroll, because this part is important. You may begin to notice that you're less reactive to emotional triggers that once controlled your mood. Situations that used to upset you no longer hold the same power, and that emotional steadiness is a sign of growth. It means you're becoming anchored in self-respect instead of external validation, and that anchoring creates space for healthy partnership to form. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another change you may feel is a deeper sense of purpose, not necessarily tied to career or achievements, but to how you show up in the world, how you treat others, how you care for yourself, and how you contribute emotionally to the people around you. That sense of meaning is aligning you with someone who shares similar values, not just surface-level interests. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also adjusting your perspective on love itself. You're learning that connection doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful, that consistency is more powerful than grand gestures, that reliability builds trust faster than excitement alone. And this understanding is shaping your expectations in a healthy way. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also feel drawn to reflect on your past relationships, not with bitterness, but with curiosity, noticing patterns, recognizing lessons, understanding what those experiences taught you about yourself, and that reflection is clearing emotional residue, making room for a new chapter that doesn't carry old baggage into fresh beginnings. Don't scroll, because this internal clearing is essential. When emotional space opens, new energy can enter without resistance, and that's when aligned connections begin appearing in unexpected ways, through simple moments, casual interactions, or quiet introductions that don't seem significant at first but grow into something meaningful. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also strengthening your intuition during this phase. You may find yourself trusting your gut more often, sensing when something feels right or wrong without needing logical explanation, and that inner guidance will help you navigate this upcoming connection with clarity instead of confusion. Don't scroll, stay present, because there's another layer unfolding, and it's about self-compassion. You're learning to treat yourself with kindness instead of criticism, patience instead of pressure, understanding instead of judgment, and that compassionate relationship with yourself sets the tone for how others treat you. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. When you stop tolerating harsh inner dialogue, you naturally stop accepting harsh treatment from others, and that boundary shift is powerful. It raises the standard for the kind of love that enters your life. Don't scroll, because this stage is also preparing you to communicate more openly, expressing needs without fear, sharing thoughts without overthinking, and setting expectations without guilt, and that communication style creates emotional safety, which is the foundation of any lasting connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't just aligning two people, it's aligning two emotional environments, two ways of thinking, two approaches to life that can support each other instead of competing, and that alignment takes time, intention, and inner work, all of which you've been doing, even on days when you felt tired or uncertain. Don't scroll, stay here, because here's the deeper truth. You are becoming someone who attracts stability, honesty, and mutual respect simply by embodying those qualities yourself, and that transformation is magnetic. It draws in connections that mirror your growth, not your wounds. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The season you're entering isn't about proving yourself, it's about allowing yourself to be seen, valued, and appreciated without performing or pretending, and when that moment arrives, you'll feel it, not as a rush of adrenaline, but as a calm sense of recognition, like meeting someone who speaks the same emotional language, and when that happens, you'll understand why everything you went through was necessary, why every delay had purpose, and why this chapter couldn't begin until now, because you weren't just waiting for love, you were becoming ready to receive it. Don't scroll. Pause for a breath, because this moment is carrying something important, and if you're still here, it's because your inner awareness is opening wider than before, inviting you to step into the next stage of your journey with intention and clarity. And this message is for you, especially if you've been feeling a quiet sense of readiness lately, like you're standing at the edge of something new without fully seeing what's on the other side yet. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is preparing you to step into a connection where mutual respect becomes the foundation instead of emotional chasing, where balance replaces imbalance, and where partnership feels like collaboration instead of competition. And that kind of connection doesn't appear randomly, it arrives when both individuals are emotionally available and willing to grow together. Don't scroll, because this part is essential. You're being guided to strengthen your sense of self before fully merging your life with another person, not in isolation, but in self-awareness, learning who you are when you're not trying to impress anyone, discovering what makes you feel alive, fulfilled, and grounded, and that self-knowledge becomes the anchor that keeps your future relationship stable. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice yourself becoming more intentional with your time, choosing quality moments over constant busyness, valuing meaningful experiences instead of surface-level distractions, and that shift is aligning your lifestyle with the kind of partnership you want to build. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also teaching you patience in a new way, not passive waiting, but active presence, enjoying your current season without rushing ahead, learning to appreciate where you are while trusting where you're going. And that balanced mindset allows things to unfold naturally without resistance. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign of this transition is your changing reaction to uncertainty. Instead of feeling anxious when you don't have all the answers, you're beginning to feel curious, open, and adaptable, and that flexibility is essential for building a connection that grows through life's changes rather than breaking under pressure. Don't scroll, because this stage is also shaping your emotional boundaries. You're learning when to say yes with intention and when to say no without guilt. Protecting your energy without closing your heart, and that balance creates space for a healthy dynamic to develop. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also helping you refine your communication style, encouraging honesty without harshness, clarity without defensiveness, and openness without oversharing, and these skills will become crucial when your soulmate connection begins to deepen. Don't scroll. Stay present, because there's another layer unfolding within you. And it's about emotional maturity, recognizing that love isn't about perfection, but about effort, understanding, and growth, and that perspective allows you to approach relationships with realism instead of unrealistic expectations. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also find yourself releasing the need for external validation, no longer depending on likes, attention, or approval to feel worthy, and that independence strengthens your sense of self, making you less likely to settle for relationships that don't honor your value. Don't scroll, because this stage is preparing you to attract someone who chooses you for who you are, not for what you can provide or sacrifice, and that kind of mutual choice creates a strong emotional bond. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't just bringing love into your life, it's teaching you how to sustain it, how to nurture it, and how to protect it from old patterns that no longer serve you, and that preparation is happening quietly through everyday moments, small decisions, and subtle shifts in perspective. Don't scroll, stay here, because here's the deeper truth, you're stepping into a season where relationships become intentional, where emotional growth becomes a shared journey, and where connection feels supportive rather than draining. And when this chapter fully begins, you'll recognize it not by intensity alone, but by the sense of stability it brings into your life, the way it complements your goals, and the way it encourages you to become an even better version of yourself. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You're not being led toward something temporary, you're being guided toward a partnership that has the potential to grow, evolve, and adapt through life's changes, and the preparation happening now is setting the foundation for that future to unfold with clarity, purpose, and mutual understanding. Don't scroll. Stay here for this final moment, because everything you've been hearing has been leading to this point, and if you're still listening, it means you're ready to receive the deeper message that's been building beneath the surface, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt a quiet sense of completion forming inside you lately, like a long chapter is gently closing and a new one is preparing to begin. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe isn't just aligning circumstances, it's aligning you with your own truth, helping you step into the version of yourself that no longer chases, no longer settles, no longer doubts their worth, and that inner alignment is the final key that unlocks the door to the connection you've been preparing for. Don't scroll, because this part is powerful. You're about to experience a shift in how you recognize love, not through fantasy or expectation, but through presence and awareness. You'll begin noticing subtle signals in your daily life, small moments that feel meaningful, brief interactions that carry unexpected depth, conversations that leave you feeling understood instead of drained, and those moments are guiding you closer to the person who resonates with your energy. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When the meeting happens, it won't feel rushed or overwhelming, it will feel natural, like two paths crossing at the exact point they were meant to intersect, and that calm familiarity will be your confirmation that this connection is built on alignment rather than impulse. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also preparing you for the responsibility that comes with real love, not just the excitement, but the commitment to show up consistently, to communicate openly, and to grow together instead of apart, and that responsibility doesn't feel heavy when it's shared with the right person. It feels supportive, grounding, and purposeful. Listen to this, your heart needs This right now, you may notice yourself becoming more aware of your emotional reactions during this phase, choosing thoughtful responses instead of automatic reactions, and that awareness is helping you build the emotional intelligence needed to maintain a healthy connection. Don't scroll, because there's another sign that this chapter is beginning, and it's a sense of peace replacing urgency. Instead of feeling rushed to find love, you'll feel calm knowing it's approaching in the right timing. And that peace is your signal that things are unfolding as they should. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also encouraging you to stay grounded in the present moment, not lost in future fantasies or past regrets, because real connection happens in the now, through shared experiences, honest conversations, and simple moments of presence. Don't scroll, stay here, because there's a deeper layer to this message. And it's about trust, trusting the process, trusting your inner guidance, and trusting that what's meant for you cannot miss you, no matter how many detours your journey took. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You didn't go through everything you experienced just to end up back in the same patterns. You were being shaped, strengthened, and prepared for something better, something healthier, something more aligned with who you are now. Don't scroll, because this is the moment where intention becomes important, setting clear intentions about how you want to give and receive love, how you want to be treated, and how you want to show up emotionally. And when those intentions are clear, the universe responds by aligning experiences that reflect them. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You're not stepping into this next chapter alone, you're stepping into it supported by growth, awareness, and lessons learned, and that foundation makes all the difference. Don't scroll, stay present, because here's the final truth I want you to hear. You are ready, not because everything is perfect, but because you've grown enough to handle love with wisdom, patience, and self-respect. And when the connection arrives, you'll recognize it not by fireworks alone, but by the sense of peace, stability, and mutual understanding it brings into your life. And that's how you'll know this journey wasn't random, it was guided, intentional, and leading you exactly where you were meant to be. Don't scroll. Hold your attention right here, because this moment is meant to land softly but powerfully in your spirit, and if you're still listening, it's because something inside you recognizes that you're standing at the edge of a new beginning, even if you can't fully see it yet. And this message is for you, especially if you've been feeling a quiet sense of expectation mixed with calm, like you're no longer desperate for change, but ready to receive it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is guiding you into a phase where your emotional world becomes more balanced, more steady, and more aligned with who you've become. And that balance is what allows meaningful connection to enter without disruption. Don't scroll, because this part is important. You may notice yourself becoming more intentional with your thoughts, catching negative patterns before they spiral, choosing hope instead of fear, trust instead of doubt. And that mental shift is creating a healthier internal environment where love can grow. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign of this transition is your changing relationship with solitude. Instead of feeling lonely when you're alone, you're beginning to enjoy your own company, finding comfort in quiet moments, and discovering peace in simple routines. And that self-contentment is a powerful magnet for aligned partnership. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also encouraging you to release old expectations about how love should look, sound, or feel, teaching you to recognize authenticity over performance, sincerity over perfection, and emotional availability over surface-level charm. And that awareness protects you from being distracted by connections that don't truly resonate with your values. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. you may also feel drawn to invest more energy into personal growth, learning new skills, exploring creative outlets, or improving your emotional well-being, and that investment isn't separate from your love journey, it's directly connected, because the more fulfilled you feel within yourself, the healthier the connections you attract. Don't scroll, because this stage is shaping your ability to give and receive affection in a balanced way, without overgiving, without withdrawing, but through mutual exchange and understanding. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also helping you strengthen your sense of gratitude, noticing the good that already exists in your life, appreciating progress instead of focusing only on what's missing, and that gratitude raises your energy, making you more receptive to positive experiences. Don't scroll, stay present, because there's another layer unfolding, and it's about emotional courage, the courage to open your heart again after disappointment, the courage to speak honestly about your needs, and the courage to believe that a healthier connection is possible. And that bravery is quietly forming inside you, even on days when you feel unsure. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice yourself becoming more mindful in conversations, listening more deeply, responding with empathy, and expressing yourself with clarity, and those communication skills are essential for building a strong emotional bond. Don't scroll, because the universe isn't just preparing a meeting, it's preparing a relationship dynamic, one based on mutual respect, shared values, and emotional understanding, and that preparation is happening through everyday experiences that are shaping your character and awareness. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The season you're entering isn't about rushing toward a finish line, it's about enjoying the process of connection, growth, and shared discovery. And that mindset allows relationships to evolve naturally instead of being forced into unrealistic expectations. Don't scroll, stay here, because here's the deeper truth, you're not waiting for love, you're becoming the environment where love can thrive, through your mindset, your habits, and your emotional choices, and that transformation is what's drawing your soulmate closer to you right now. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You are aligned with something greater than coincidence, something guided by intention and growth, and when this connection finally enters your life, you'll recognize it by the sense of harmony it brings, the way it complements your energy, and the way it supports your personal evolution, and in that moment, you'll understand that this journey wasn't about finding someone to complete you. It was about becoming whole enough to share your life with someone who truly resonates with your spirit. Don't scroll. Pause and breathe for a second, because what's unfolding now is subtle but significant, and if you're still here, it means something inside you is ready to receive this message, and this message is for you, especially if you've been sensing a quiet transformation happening beneath the surface of your daily life. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. The universe is guiding you into a stage where emotional stability becomes your new normal, where you stop questioning your worth and start standing firmly in it, and that inner shift is creating space for a connection that feels secure instead of uncertain. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You may notice yourself responding differently to situations that once triggered insecurity, choosing calm over reaction, understanding over assumption, and that emotional regulation is strengthening your ability to create healthy bonds. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Another sign of this evolution is your changing relationship with vulnerability. You're learning that openness doesn't mean weakness, it means authenticity, and that authenticity allows real connection to grow without fear or pretense. Don't scroll, stay with me, because the universe is also reshaping your idea of partnership, helping you see it as mutual support rather than emotional dependency. as shared growth rather than sacrifice. And that perspective is aligning you with someone who values teamwork, respect, and cooperation. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also feel drawn to simplify your emotional life, letting go of unnecessary stress, reducing drama, and choosing peace more often, and that simplification is preparing your energy for a calmer, more balanced connection. Don't scroll, because this stage is also teaching you discernment, the ability to recognize when something aligns with your values and when it doesn't. And that awareness protects you from repeating old patterns. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is encouraging you to invest more time in activities that nourish your spirit, whether that's movement, creativity, learning, or rest, and that nourishment is strengthening your sense of self, making you less likely to settle for connections that don't honor your growth. Don't scroll, stay present, because there's another layer unfolding, and it's about inner peace. Not the absence of challenges, but the presence of trust within yourself. Knowing you can handle whatever comes your way, and that confidence is magnetic, it draws in people who resonate with your stability. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice your intuition becoming more active, subtle gut feelings guiding your choices, gentle nudges steering you toward or away from certain situations. And that guidance is helping you align with experiences that support your emotional well-being. Don't scroll, because the universe isn't just preparing you to meet someone, it's preparing you to maintain a healthy dynamic once that meeting happens, and that preparation includes communication, patience, and mutual understanding. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. As you step into this phase, you're being asked to trust the process even when you don't see immediate results, to remain grounded even when uncertainty arises, and to keep your heart open without abandoning your boundaries. Don't scroll, stay here, because here's the deeper truth. You are becoming the kind of person who attracts respect, honesty, and emotional availability simply by embodying those qualities yourself, and that transformation is already happening, even on days when progress feels slow. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The journey you've been on wasn't random, it was shaping you into someone capable of sustaining real love, not just experiencing it briefly. And when the connection arrives, you'll recognize it not through intensity alone, but through the sense of peace it brings, the balance it creates, and the way it allows you to grow without losing yourself. And in that moment, you'll understand that everything you went through was preparing you for something meaningful, something aligned, something built to last.